Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the November 3rd, 2025 council meeting. Before we begin, Councillor Shukin, could you give us a territorial acknowledgement, please?
For sure. Thank you, Mayor Little. And I just want to acknowledge that we are on Coast Salish territory and acknowledge our near neighbors, the Chiano First Nation and also the Sauk First Nation. I want to also thank Chief Stephanie Dunlop for being such a great ambassador for this community to the other nations in this area. So,
yeah, indeed. Thank you very much. Okay, with that, Council, we have an agenda before you. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda? Moved by Councillor Shukin, second by Councillor Gray. Discussion, all in favor? Opposed, carried. Great. We have no presentations this evening, so we'll move to item number 3, which is public participation. Should you wish to speak at the microphone, you have 4 minutes to a maximum of 45 minutes today.
Push the button. Right. Eric White, 4290 Metchosin Road. So, as last time I brought up, I think we need to come up with ideas to make money. So, this week I have a few ideas. Last week I mentioned that we could legalize RV pads on personal properties. One of my ideas this week is maybe we open a municipal campground. And there would be something like $50 a night, $200 or 200 nights a year. That's 10 grand per site. 100 of those sites would be $1 million a year. I mean, there would be expenses, but you know, if we can keep our expenses to 100,000, well, 900,000 is a good chunk of money for our community. So that's idea 1. Idea 2, I think along the lines of the memorial bench idea, we could have a memorial orchard and residents could purchase trees and pay to sponsor those trees each year and have a plaque on the trees that says this is in memory of John Smith and we appreciate that he loved this type of cherry, this type of apple, whatnot. And so like 1,000 trees at $100 a year is another $100,000 for an orchard. Plus the benefit of we get all the fruit and all the good stuff that comes from it. So that's that. And idea 3 is, I don't have any numbers for it, but I just know it's a super sought after thing. And this is just, again, throwing out ideas because it's probably the most expensive idea I have, is there's a huge demand or need for cold storage. Us farmers, I know that's a limiting factor amongst many of them, is being able to pick and store their produce. And just to have a municipal storage where someone can pay to have a locker for their salad greens or their lamb or whatever they want to keep cold, it would be a great thing for our community as a whole. Those are my ideas. Thanks.
Thank you. Anybody else wish to speak at public participation this evening? Any other great ideas? Okay, with that, thank you for your participation. We'll move on to the rest of the council meeting. So council, number 4 on the agenda, we have the adoption of the minutes. We have the special council meeting from October 23rd on page 5 for adoption.
Move adoption of the minutes from October 23rd.
Moved by Councillor Shukin, seconded by Councillor Gray. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. And then we have the council meeting from October 27th. I'll note at the end on the very last page, the last motion. It was Councillor Donaldson, Councillor Epp, Mayor Little, and Councillor Shukin opposed the motion. Councillor Gray voted in favor. That was the release of the BBCM Strategic Priorities Fund. Already noted that with staff, just to take note.
Shall move adoption with that amendment?
Nope. Moved by Councillor Gray, seconded by Councillor Shukin. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Great. And we have some minutes to receive. First off, we have the Special Finance Committee meeting of October 23rd. Move receipt.
Sure. Move receipt.
Moved by Councillor Shukin, seconded by Councillor Gray. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Great. And I had a very long mayor's update at the last meeting last week. The only business that I have is that pursuant to section 125, number 7 of the community charter, Councillor Epp has requested a leave of absence from all municipal meetings and official duties until December 31st, 2025. Council has approved her request. While Councillor Epp is away, council business will continue as usual. And that concludes my mayor's report. Council, we have business arising, starting on page 17 of the agenda. This is the Committee of the Whole recommendations from October 20th meeting. Councillor Shukin.
So thank you very much. And what we have before us is the donations to community parks policy. And there are a few slight revisions to the original that we had. And thank you very much to staff for making the revisions and highlighting these. And I believe that this is ready for adoption, if at all possible.
Okay. Do you want to move the recommendation?
Sure, I would move that council adopt the new Public Works Policy W186, donations to community parks, and that Public Works Policy W180, donations to community parks, be rescinded, and further that the Parks Donation Program guidelines for staff be rescinded as well. Okay. So moved, and the full body of direction and guidance, I think, is in the policy 186.
Okay, that's moved by Councillor Shukin, seconded by Councillor Gray. Go ahead, Councillor Shukin, do you have anything else to say?
I don't.
No. Councillor Gray?
All good, thank you.
Okay, I don't have any comments. Thank you for the work on this, and thank you to staff as well. I'll call the question. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Great. Thanks very much. Moving right along, we have business arising from the meeting earlier this month. This is the roadside shoulder enhancement planning.
Yeah, and thank you very much, Mayor Little. I appreciate the input that council gave at the committee meeting, our last committee of the whole meeting, and that input has been incorporated here in terms of clarifying that this is about the annual paving plan, and that how the information gets to the Parks and Trails Advisory Committee in terms of the work being done so that they can influence the potential of shoulder widening where possible. Mm-hmm. And with that, I would move that council direct staff to consider roadside shoulder enhancement during capital road resurfacing planning as part of its commitment to supporting safe, active transportation, and that the CAO advise the Parks and Trails Advisory Select Committee as soon as possible of all upcoming capital road resurfacing plans, and further that the Parks and Trails Advisory Select Committee be given an opportunity to provide input on shoulder enhancement opportunities as part of the forthcoming capital road resurfacing plans. So moved.
Okay, moved by Councillor Shukin, seconded by Councillor Gray. Anything else you want to say to that effect? No? Councillor Gray.
Well, the MEASC met this past week, and I learned that that committee too appreciates being notified around the road resurfacing and shoulders, and the interest being bike lanes. So I would like to just add that in, that PTASC and MEASC both be advised so that we work together. And make a formal amendment, or how would you like to do it?
That's fine. We can add that in. We can add that in. Go ahead, if that's okay with.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. Yeah.
Anything else?
Can we just confirm with we're good? Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Although if Councillor Donaldson is here, she may suggest that the Agriculture Advisory Select Committee that? I don't know. Be advised as well?
I'm not going to add that in. I don't think we, I'm sad. I learned about MEASC role only at the meeting that I was at, and I don't see the same role for the Agriculture Committee.
Yeah, I would rather move on. I think there's a logical role for, well, first of all, Parks and Trails than MEASC, and I have trouble thinking of what the connection is with ag, but I mean, I'm happy to move ahead with just
Okay.
that modest amendment, so.
Sure. I'll call the question. All in favor? Opposed? No one opposed. Let's move along.
Thank you.
We've got reports for action. One more, sorry. And business arising on page 25. We've got the committee of the whole recommendations, October 20th, 2025 meeting. This is the Metchosin Bullfrog Management Project results for 2025. That council approved the following two recommendations from the 2025 Bullfrog Management Project results. That sites 3, 4, and 12 should be visited more than once each year to knock back the numbers even more than we have. The minimalist approach of only one visit per year has had an effect in controlling population growth, but it's recommended that these three ponds receive an added night each year in 2026, and that the mayor write to request the CRD Parks conduct a comprehensive survey at Metchosin Lake. So moved. Seconded by Councillor Shukin. Comments? Call the question. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay, now we move on to reports for action. We have a letter from our Chief Administrative Officer to our Deputy Corporate Officer regarding council member appointments for 2026. So each year in November, council considers reappointments to the various boards, committees, and commissions that expire at the end of the year. The following appointments will expire December 31st and are presented for council consideration.
Excuse me, Mayor Little. I just missed the reports for action A. There is not a staff report for that one. It's just to appoint KPMG as the auditors for 2026.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. So we're going to back up 1 to report for action. Yes, we have the appointment of KPMG, our normal auditors, as our auditors for 2026.
So,
Seconded.
Moved by Councillor Shukin that council appoint KPMG as auditors for 2026, seconded by Councillor Gray. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay. Now we have the appointments that we normally look at in 2026.
Would you like to take them one at a time? Council.
Why don't we, if there's one you want pulled, let's do that. Otherwise, we'll take all the rest all together.
I think the only one that comes up for discussion is actually your appointment, Mayor Little, to the Victoria Family Court and Youth Justice Committee.
Sure.
We have a note from the CRD saying that you're not eligible for that reappointment due to having served 6
So
consecutive
let's
years.
pull that one, and we'll take the rest. That council consider the proposed annual appointments to the boards, committees, and commissions, all that but D, and that council request further, or that's it.
so moved.
Moved by Councillor Shukin, seconded by Councillor Gray. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay. So the Deputy Corporate Officer did receive a letter from the Victoria Family Court and Youth Justice. The committee itself talked about this at the last meeting. We will talk about it again at following meeting. There's some discrepancy regarding the appointments. People have now been reappointed for next year, and they've been on the committee longer than I have. And how it reads in the bylaw is a little bit unclear because we are now a delegated commission of the CRD. And so the time, that reference time begins when that bylaw was passed in 2022 or so. 2021, 2022, so that's not 6 consecutive years. I've commented about the committee before. It's a small committee, tons of work. I'm chair of that committee. I've reported what we've been doing on that committee before, but if one of you wants to take over that appointment, that would be fine.
Yeah, my only question was to, is it appropriate, or will the, I'm not sure who receives the appointments, will they accept it? I'm happy to make the motion. If you,
Yeah,
if
they'll
you can
accept
stay
it.
on.
It's between the municipality and the CRD, so they will accept it.
I think it'd be the best thing, I think, for the community and for the region is if you continued in your role. So,
So need a motion for that effect? Just for the reappointment of under E.
I move that Mayor Little be reappointed to the Family Court and Youth Justice Committee.
Moved by Councillor Shukin, second by Councillor Gray. Discussion. Not seeing any. Call the question. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. We have on page 39, we have the proposed acting mayor schedule for 2026. So this, of course, is in accordance with section 130 of the community charter, that council must provide a designation of a councillor as a member responsible for acting in place of the mayor when the mayor is absent or otherwise unavailable to act, or when the office of the mayor is vacant. So this following schedule is here. Any comments, questions about the schedule? No? If you have vacations or whatever, you just trade them off as you've done before.
Yeah, I'll move that we approve the schedule of acting mayors for 2026.
Okay, moved by Councillor Gray, seconded by Councillor Shukin. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Number 4, we have the municipal hall holiday closures for 2025. Yep, and one day in 2026. And the recommendations that council consider closing the municipal hall during the holidays, beginning at noon on Wednesday, December 24th, up to and including Thursday, January 21st.
Mayor Little, I'll make that motion.
Moved by Councillor Shukin, seconded by Councillor Gray. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Next, we have the reports for information. Excuse me, the CRD bylaw and animal care services bylaw enforcement summary from September 2025. Any comments or questions regarding that? Okay, I'll take a motion to receive.
I'll move receipt.
Moved by Councillor Gray, seconded by Councillor Shukin. Comments? All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. We have no correspondence, no bylaws, no other business. Have I missed a page or a binder? No. We have a question period. Since it's before 9:30, we have time for questions. Does anybody have any questions this evening from our large gallery?
Gary Lamb, Hackmore Drive. I have a few questions. The appointment of KPMG for 2026, is there any fee estimate that's provided in conjunction with that appointment?
CFO Creek.
Through the chair, no fee estimate. All we do is add 5% from last year's fee. I'd say that should be it. There's no new standards or anything that they have to audit. So
That's
Okay.
also, CFO Creek, that's a must, right? We need, an auditor. I don't remember what the fees were from last year, I apologize.
Right, okay. Second question is the Weirs Beach stairs. As I understand, there was basically 3 phases to that. The initial build, and then the base was changed to a stone base, and then we had the storm that took that out, the surge took that out, and then ultimately the base now has been replaced with a cement base. My question is, what was the initial estimate for that, and where, assuming that it's completed now, where is the cost of that stairs now?
I don't know that either. I will ask Councillor Shukin to comment.
Thank you for the question, Mr. Lamb. So this goes way back to 2022 when the stairs were first closed. Right. The question came to us, I think, in 2023, and then there was action in 2024. And I think at that time we had allocated $15,000 to the repair of the stairs. As you mentioned, the storm took out the stairs, or the lower portion of the stairs. The railing still stood, the stairs down below still stood. I think the trail work that had been done to level out the grade seemed to be effective as well. In terms of doing the work, Mr. Payette dispatched staff to do the concrete portion, which I think is quite robust, and hopefully that's going to be there for decades. In terms of the cost, I might ask Mr. Creek to outline what the costs were in terms of, I think we account for staff and also materials as well.
CFO Creek?
Through the chair, that's correct. I can't give you the exact number right now off the top of my head. I don't know if the railing has been fully installed. That was the last thing that kind of accounts payable brought up to my attention. She's like, well, I don't think it's fully done yet, so there might be something still to come. But I can have an answer for you on Thursday. I can have an answer on Thursday if you come to the budget meeting.
So he'll provide that answer precisely at the budget meeting on Thursday.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Okay, no, that's fine. Final one is Dude Road East with the line painting, and I think it was something that Council Shukin had picked up on and was aware. Who's responsible for correcting that? At whose cost is it? Is it the districts or is it the contractor?
Mr. Lamb, I think you're talking about the line painting just after Albert Head.
Right.
Yes, okay. That I'm not sure about. I guess I will turn through you, Mayor Little, if we could ask Mr. Payette and Mr. Creek if he knows.
Yeah, Mr. Payette, at the last meeting, a member of the public mentioned that as you're driving from the ocean area up along Duke Road East, you come along, and just before you get to Albert Head, it appears that you come over the hump and then end up right within the lane for pedestrians and cyclists. And that was going to be corrected. The question from our member of our public is that will be corrected, and at whose expense?
I don't know, actually. If it was a staff error, we would be paying for that. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it. Who was that error? If I could, Mayor, or through the chair, on an interesting point and some information for council on the stairs that I don't know if I had a chance to tell you guys, is that after that 50-year storm that we had, or whatever it was, I think it was a 50-year storm, that knocked out the Weir Beach stairs. We also had the stairs at Woody Beach reviewed geotechnically, just to make sure everything was cool there. And we're good with stairs at Woody Beach for another few years, and we'll just keep, keep on top of the accesses to the beach. As every winter we seem to get high tides, and so we just need to be careful. Thanks.
Another-
Councillor Shukin?
Now, as I was by Down Duke Road today, and I believe that jog has been corrected. And even before we flagged it, Mr. Lamb flagged it, there was other people on Facebook. So our public works crew had actually put up pylons to help just identify that was a bit of a disconnect. So,
Good.
yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else have any questions? Okay, with that, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Moved by Councillor Shukin, seconded by Councillor Gray. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Good night, everyone.